You've hired the right professional.
You've made a plan. Now what? Stay tuned to find out the next step in our home selling process, preparation.
Hi everyone, my name is Sterling.
And my name is Jess. We're real estate brokers with Sterling team at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services.
So we're continuing our YouTube series on the home selling process. And it's all about how you as a homeowner, when it's time to sell, will net the most money possible on your Seattle area home.
So far we've talked about hiring the right professional and we've talked about making a plan. Now, this video is all about implementing that plan, which is preparation. If you haven't checked out those two videos, be sure to. They are linked up above.
Right off the bat, before you lift a finger and start packing things up, you will do two very important things. Make sure as a savvy homeowner, you don't forget these things because it can haunt you if you don't do these things right up front.
So first off, you're going to want to make sure that your real estate professional orders a preliminary title commitment. This is just a fancy way of saying that a title officer will actually take an in-depth look at the title to your home. You want to make sure that there are no surprises that come up later that you were not aware of and haunt you when it comes to the closing of your sale.
That's right. You can have 2 points at which the closing or the sale is killed or postponed. The first would be a lender. A lender could have an objection with something in the title, or the title officer. And there are a whole litany of things that can come up. So don't take this for granted. It's easy to do. Just make sure you do this before getting your house on the market.
Yeah, it doesn't cost you anything up front. And according to the National Association of Realtors, in 2019, title and deed issues actually accounted for 9% of closings being delayed. Don't let that be you.
The second thing a savvy home seller will do before going on the market is perform a thorough home inspection on their very own home.
But wait, you're telling me that I, as a home seller, need to do an inspection on my own home? Don't the buyers do that?
Traditionally, a buyer would do the inspection on the home. However, what we've learned is that by a seller doing this up front, not only does it make the seller more empowered and take any surprises or leverage away when it comes to negotiating, it also gives the seller the opportunity to fix any small repairs that may cost a little bit but have a very high return when it comes to putting the home on the market.
And sellers, do not worry. Every home, even new construction, is going to come up with a list of things that are wrong with the house. So please don't let that prevent you from doing this important step. You don't even have to fix any of the things on that list, but it's so valuable information to know what is wrong with your house so you and your professional agent who has the experience to know the things that are actually going to be the most important to buyers and recommend stuff that you take care of and stuff that can be left for the buyers who are going to purchase your home.
We have a whole video that covers this topic in further detail, so be sure to watch that as well.
Number 3 is it's time to roll up your sleeves and make your home look presentable. Now, of course, it will all depend as to whether or not you will be vacating the home, meaning the home will not have any of your furniture or belongings in it during the sale, or if you are going to still have your belongings in the home. So you don't need to worry about this tip if you are going to be taking everything out of the home, but if some of your furniture is going to be staying, it's important that you go to each of your rooms in your house and do one of 3 things. So you're going to look at each of those rooms and you're going to say, are there items in here that I can pack that I don't need while the home is on the market? Are there items that I don't want to take with me and I can donate? And last, are there items that I can go ahead and toss? So that will help to simplify things as you move through your home in taking things and removing them from the house.
Let's remind ourselves what we're trying to achieve here. So pretend your house is going on a series of dates. You want to make sure you are making the best first impression possible. Now, to drive this point home, a Gallup poll suggests that 52% of Americans believe in love at first sight. Hubba, hubba, hubba. And similarly, 72% of Americans believe they have found their dream home right away when they first lay eyes on it. So you don't want to leave things to chance. You want to make sure that you have decluttered and made sure that your home is as presentable as possible. The 4th step in preparing your home for sale is painting.
Pro tip, this is the #1 return on investment amongst our sellers.
It's so important because it's taking little blemishes in your home, taking care of them so that things look fresh, clean, and new. And because the #1 paint choice amongst sellers is going to be an off-white color or a light color, it'll make your rooms look even larger.
Step number 5 is going to be to stage or rearrange your furniture so that your home presents itself in the best light possible. In fact, staging is so important to us that we've created our own separate video going over this topic, so please be sure to check that out right here.
The 6th step in preparing your home for market is going to be the curb appeal. Again, this is first impression time, so make sure that you talk about this with your broker. You don't need to go overboard and create bouchard gardens. What you do want to do at a minimum is pull weeds, make sure that the yard has been raked, and a fresh layer of mulch will go a long way when taking those photographs and making sure you make a great impression to those buyers.
Number 7 is going to be basic service and maintenance. So this is a great time to do carpet cleaning, window washing, get your furnace serviced, and make sure that that filter is brand new and clean. This is something that all inspectors will call out on the inspection, so now's a good time to go ahead and get that scheduled. Also, in the greater Seattle area, because we have so many rainy days and overcast days, it's very important that you make sure you get your roof cleared of any moss and that you get your gutters clean. We have beautiful greenery here. Unfortunately, that also equals gutters that get full, and you don't want buyers to show up, it be a rainy day, and your gutters are spilling over with water because they haven't been cleaned.
The 8th and final step for preparing your home for market is going to be a deep clean. Now, if you're not going to do it, it's okay. You can hire a professional company to come in and take care of this for you. But this is everything from grout lines to dust bunnies to cobwebs, all the details. When a buyer comes through, they are going to be touching things. They're going to be looking at things, and they're going to be judging your house. You want them to get that feeling that this house is well maintained, that it's clean, that it's move-in ready, because the last thing you want them to feel is yuck.
And there you have it, the 8 steps to preparing your Seattle area home for sale. Feeling a little overwhelmed? Don't worry, that's perfectly normal. And you've got this. Don't be afraid to delegate some of these items out to alleviate the stress of you having to do it all on your own. And be sure to use your real estate broker as a sounding board and a guide during this time.
All great points. In addition to this, don't feel overwhelmed in having to hit this target date. Of course, we all want to be on time with our list date. Half of our sellers do hit their list date on time. The other half, it's okay to push it back a few days or a week. It's better in most instances to actually push the date back and have your home thoroughly prepared than having yourself go crazy because you had to hit the specific target list date.
In order to help you, we've created a comprehensive checklist in preparing your Seattle home for sale. Just click the link below.
Thanks so much for watching. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribing and be sure to smash that like button below.
See you soon.